What's up, guys? This is Mark again from DsG, and welcome to DsG 102, where money is made in dropshipping. Now, please remember that all the 101, 102, 103, all the one series are just basics, and we'll get into more details in the other modules. So, with this lesson, we want to go through just a brief overview on where money is made in dropshipping, and that is just to get you thinking and understanding how I run my business and how I want you all to think about your business. So money is made in both activities, both actions that we covered in the previous module, through selling and through buying. Making money when selling. So in order to make money when selling, this is usually where people focus on. Okay, this is usually one of the hardest things to do, but this is also the most obvious action that needs to take place. So we have to find items that sell consistently. I personally don't like to find items that sell once or twice. When I find items, I want them to sell a couple times a month, and I want them to keep selling. So I don't need 1,000 listings or 2,000 listings to make $10,000, make $3,000 a month. Let's just say I make $10,000, but let's say $3,000 a month, right? You want to source the items from reliable suppliers. I mean, this is just something I'll mention, but we, as you all know, as you should know, we generally use Walmart, Target, Overstock, Academy, Amazon, and so on, and a couple others, right? We'll go through that in detail, but you want to make sure that they're reliable suppliers. I've seen some people purchase items from these small e-commerce stores, which is fine, but if you want to go to an obscure supplier, just do your research, okay? Pricing your item appropriately. Now, this is very important, and in the future we'll go into this in more detail. But generally speaking, what I do and what I suggest that you do is find items that sell consistently on eBay, sell the same item for less money once you're making a profit, for less money, and let me stress, for less money. And this may seem obvious to most of you all, but I've seen some guys I could think of one experience. One of my clients in particular, she found a bike that was selling consistently. This guy was selling like 40 bikes a month and making a $15 profit, right? And her thought process was like, okay, if this guy is selling 40 a month and making a $15 profit, I could sell it for $5 more and make $20 and maybe sell once or twice a month. I'm not going to go into right now why that doesn't work, but it is very important to understand when pricing, what we want to do is price it lower than the competition, generally speaking. If you can't, I personally just look for another item, okay? And then listing on eBay with an appropriate title that will generate traffic. Again, we'll go into this in more detail. Me personally, I do not spend a lot of time editing titles or retitling, because dropshipping has gotten so competitive these days that most likely if an item is selling and selling consistently, the title is solid, right? I personally think that you waste a lot of time retitling, but I mean, different people say different things, but today, 2015, 2016, dropshipping is very competitive. So me personally, I may retitle sometimes, but generally speaking, I don't try to edit the title of each item. Okay, let's move on. Making money when buying. Now, a lot of these training programs out there talk about cashback, stacking, and use all these buzzwords to make it seem like it's a thing, right? Me personally, I like to explain things how they are and as simple as possible. So in buying, there's two ways to make money, and it could increase your profits or just get cashback. Now, reducing your purchase price. This is one way to make money by increasing your profits. Generally speaking, how that is done is by buying gift cards. If you're selling from Walmart, you could buy a gift card with a 3% discount or 5% discount. So if you're buying an item at $100 and making $10, generally speaking, if you use a gift card where you got 3% off, that would give you an extra $3 on that item, right? So you'll make $13 instead of $10. That may seem like, oh, it's just $3, but someone like me who sells $100,000 a month, 3% of that is $3,000 a month. I mean, I know it's not 3% of the 100,000, might be 3% of what, 80,000, because that's the cost of the item. But that's still over $2,000 extra a month. So that's one way to make money on the buying side. And again, we'll go into more detail. The other way to make money on the buying side is cashback. There are two ways to receive cashback. There are cashback websites and there are cashback cards, whether it's store cards and credit cards. And again, we'll go into this in more detail. But I like to explain that because a lot of people want answers. What is the best cashback site? What is the best cashback credit card? Some of you guys would have good credit cards. Some of the store cards would give you better cashback than other cards. And there's some sites that would give you cashback with gift cards and all that type of stuff. But generally speaking, those are the two ways to make money on the buying side, by reducing your purchase price and increasing the profit margin, and also by getting cashback. Again, in a further module, we'll go into more detail with each of these items. I went over this before. So, reducing your purchase price. Again, there are two. I went over discounted gift cards. That's basically buying a gift card from, you can buy it from Raise.com. At DsG, we also sell Walmart gift cards at 5% off. So that is one way. And then the other way is using promo codes or coupon codes. One of the websites that gives you coupon codes regularly is Overstock.com. They usually give you a coupon code with your first purchase. And because of that, I open a new Overstock account every time I'm ordering an item. Again, all of this stuff will go into more detail, but these are the two ways for reducing your purchase price. Cashbacks. I mentioned this before. Cashback credit cards. This could be your store cards. For instance, Walmart gives you cashback for shopping at Walmart, a Walmart credit card. Target credit cards gives you cashback for Target credit cards, and there are some other of your personal credit cards that give you cashback just for shopping online in certain categories. Cashback websites or clubs. There's ebates.com. There's a couple of others that we'll go through in more detail in another training series where we'll focus on that. But that is the second way to receive money through cashbacks on the buying side of the process. So in conclusion, there are a number of ways to increase profits with dropshipping, and the more profit generating actions you include in your process, the more money you will see at the end of the day. It's simple, it's straightforward. Remember, a lot of these first level training series are to get you to understand and think about the processes more clearly so you can make your own decision making. I hope that this module was short and precise and you've taken something away from it, and I kind of enlightened you a little bit on how to view your dropshipping business a little better. Thank you, and I look forward to seeing you in the next series, and have a great and successful day.